I think that the underlying principle here is that brands are beginning to wake up to the fact that online video is not just TV through a different pipe. Of course, you can run your TV ads, and many companies do really successfully. But if you really want to get the most bang for your buck, it makes a hell of a lot more sense to actually treat the medium as a medium in its own right. So we see a number of really interesting things going on. In particular, as you mentioned, people working with creators. There's a great example of Bacon Don't Buffer, which was Everything Everywhere with Jamie Oliver and Kevin Bacon doing a great ad, which ran obviously not just on Jamie Oliver's channel but across the whole network. And you see loads of great examples, whether it's General Electric working with the Slow-Mo guys, Crave working with a number of our YouTube stars. Crave is a cereal, by the way, chocolate cereal, where people have written songs about it. They've sort of filmed them eating it in strange places, all sorts of great stuff. So I think the opportunity is massive, but the key thing, and I noticed this a lot at Cannes, which is, are we staying true to the brand equities that we need to communicate? And what you see too often, not just on YouTube, in fact, we saw a lot of it in the Cannes Awards. People are sacrificing brand equity or brand truth to get noticed. And that, to me, starts to ring alarm bells.
So how do you guys do this mix? How do you match up the strategic goals of brands and the creative community? And, how does that mating dance go?
How does that take place? Well, we have a team within Google who look after the creative community, the partnerships team. Equally, we have a team on the advertiser side, which essentially acts as sort of a dating service. So the brands will approach YouTube and Google through their usual channels, through their Google reps, and we will try and first thing we actually do is to profile them to make sure that this is really the right thing for them to be doing. You can imagine we get a lot of people who go, let's just make something with a YouTube star because it'll be free media. Actually, is it right for the brand? Is it right for the partners? So we will try and matchmake that as best as possible, and then introduce them to each other. And then after them, it's down to the brands.
So, and in terms of the ROI for brands, what are brands' objectives in participating with you guys, and how do you measure success for them?
Yeah. Okay. I think for that, you really have to think of YouTube as much broader than just people making content with YouTube creators. Fundamentally, from any brand, the question is, am I speaking to the right people? Am I able to give them messages which are truly persuasive? And you get them to change their mind about my brand? So, as well as all the creator work, you see wonderful creative, like, for example, the Thank You Mum, the P&G work, which, a 2-minute ad which makes you cry, which they're running as TrueView across the network. So I think the measure of success is different for everyone else, for every brand. But one of the things which we now have on YouTube, which everybody is, to use a phrase, absolutely loving, is we are able to run live brand surveys to actually show you the ad recall and look at awareness lift that the effect a campaign is having of a brand on YouTube. And you can look at that live. You can see that many brands had one recently from Subway. They got a 100% awareness increase from a TrueView campaign. So that's an immediate return which you can see for brand advertising, which advertisers have never been able to do before.